There's only 2 cards in the deck that can lose this pot for him. They haven't come. And will Fiona stick him in on the river? I don't think she's going to chase him now. Regis has only got about a smattering left. Well.
You're just a big bully.
Actually, she probably would have been better off not betting here because John may have checked as well.
Do you think there's any chance that John Regis could fold here?
I don't think he'd put any more money in. If she checked, I think
leave
he
me
checked,
one
and she saved this money. She would have saved whatever amount it is by just checking.
He doesn't want to call.
He can't throw him away now. He's called on the turn. Oh, don't give it all this, please.
There's 24,000 that John Regis has left.
If you call the turn, you've got to call the river after what you've done. You cannot throw him away now.
What do you do? Where's Steve Davis? Steve.
Oh, I can see the cards. It's easy for me, mate.
Okay.
I'd rather be where I am, I think.
It's a lovely bluff, but it's just that she's not going to get away with it, is she? There's just no way he could fold here. All that money in the pot, 111,000, and Regis has but to call.
He's just got to push him over the line. That's the hardest move. Perhaps if the gun went off, he would just move straight away over the line.
I think everybody wants to see
Push him
Fiona's
forward.
head. He has called. Close your eyes, stick it in, and he is going to be a happy camper here. 2 sevens.
I'm praying you're bluffing, otherwise I'm stuffed. Oh!
Oh, marvellous moments.
What a hand. And Robbie Paul, who had the same hand, must be twiddling in his seat. But John Regis gets all the money there. Look at the leaderboard. Fiona Foster, she's been shopped here.
Yes, she went for it, and all of a sudden, it's turned into a pretty level game, and John Regis up to 3rd. Lilani not looking too bad. Robbie Paul now, the man trailing in last position. I think John's definitely an honest player, and certainly will try and, if he jumps up and down in the air and smiles a lot, he's a very honest player.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now he calls. That's the first dishonest thing he's done for ages.
Well, the 2 queens are looking very strong right now.
You get yourself into trouble to some degree doing this. Should a king come on the flop, he'll be ruining that decision.
Ronnie with the same hand that he just won with the last round. King 8, and here's the flop. A king would be a disaster for John Regis, of course.
Hearts and spades on the flop wouldn't hurt. Or a queen, something for both people here. Lilani's got a flush draw. John Regis is massively in front at the moment with trip queens. Ronnie O'Sullivan will probably be getting out of this as quick as he can. Don't go all in now.
Check, check, check.
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 Checking.
Check.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
It could be if a heart comes. John Regis is playing the trapper.
Oh, it nearly was. Well, the 8 gives Ronnie O'Sullivan something. Don't go all in now, Ron. This is not the time to go all in. Trouble is, he's got the flavour of the all in. Well done.
Wow, that was an amazing check, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I mean, if form served correctly, Ronnie O'Sullivan was hanging.
Oh no, he
said bet.
He said bet. I thought he said check.
Well, he really could get himself in trouble here. He's drawing dead.
Well, John Regis' dishonesty now should be an all in
40,000.
afterwards. Lilani throws away the flush draw. 40,000 all in. John Regis.
Well, Regis has got the stone cold nuts. His hand cannot be beat at this stage.
He's giving it a bit of act. He's a bit of an Oscar coming on here. He's not just going to call it, is he? That would be fantastic.
Well, Steve, you were saying before how Ronnie can only get himself in trouble by making the all-in move. And as it is, he's got himself in a bit of trouble here. If an 8 or king comes, I wouldn't like to be Ronnie O'Sullivan.
All of a sudden, John Regis has turned into a different player, playing a much more sophisticated game with a few chips in front of him. And now Ronnie could be in big trouble. Oh, no. Oh, no. One all in too many.
Well, the diamond came on the river. John Regis might be thinking about there's no way he's going to fold this, though,
come
is
off
there?
it. Oh, come off it. We've been sitting in the studio too long. If he throws this away, I'm going home.
Yeah. No, his nose is open. He's not folded, is he?
Well, he may take a bit of time over it because I think he likes to sort of try and work out what the other guy's got, but you can't throw them away.
And Ronnie O'Sullivan, I think the longer that John Regis sits there, the more he might start to think his goose is cooked.
This is going to slaughter Ronnie O'Sullivan's stack. You know, I like watching John because you just...
Tell you what, you can
No, it's not! No! No!
He said, I came for
Don't.
a friendly poker game, and they're trying to bluff me right and
No,
left.
no.
Mad Marty Wilson has just put the clock on John Regis. In 20 seconds, his hand will be dead.
He's got a flush. He's got to have a flush.
He's talked himself into it. He's talked himself out of it.
Start the car.
5.
You can hook a tailpipe up to John Regis. He has been done.
Yeah.
No, don't show him, Ronnie. Oh, no.
Right.
Oh,
You got to tell me what you got.
3 queens.
I'm not even
It's
going
3
to pull you up on
queens.
your line.
3 queens. Throw them away.
I thought you had a, I swear you had, I thought you had flush.
I've got a massage in 20 minutes.
Steve, how does John Regis feel right now?
I just don't know what to say. It's... Do you know what? Well, obviously everybody at home can see what's happened, but obviously now the people in the room know exactly what's happened.
I want to go out there.
Don't make us go,
Yeah, stops the
that's
blood
so
flow.
funny."
It's not the green room, it's the cold room. The ice room. To me, yeah?
It is the 6 call.
Ronnie has now raised, I think,
Pass.
he's played about 3 or 4 pots in a row. Now takes a breather, and that's a big hand for Leilani here.
Raise 6,000 more, 12 total.
Double the bet to 12.
Right.
Cool.
And once again,
Cool.
flat calling.
Poor John Regis. You almost feel if he could just
Pass.
stick his chips in, at least he couldn't be bluffed, you know.
At least we'll see one to the... We'll see
Yeah.
him turned over. Frustration for Robbie there. Just can't get a hand.
We've got a pot brewing here. Fiona folded the King Jack. Both cards were live, but it's Leilani against John Regis. And
Oh, well, Regis has got a monster again. Can he talk himself into 3 diamonds?
I don't think so.
Can he talk himself into a flush?
This is real curtain stuff for Leilani.
6,000. 6,000.
Just call.
Cool.
Call.
He's called.
This is the
Another diamond and then throw him away.
If it comes another diamond, Leilani will have a draw at it, because right now she is drawing dead. And you have to feel for her here, Steve. I mean, there's no way she can put
No.
Regis on a better hand.
You couldn't possibly... The only notice she's going to get is when John
6,000.
Regis decides to raise. It's not a big bet, so John might be getting a bit greedy.
Call.
He's called again.
He's letting her sink herself. Here's the river card.
Pot size 57,000. And there's that 3rd diamond that he hated to see.
Bit of a check back. Will it be all in here?
If it goes all in, can he throw him away? He wouldn't do it twice. He'd feel a
Okay.
fool. How much can he get from her? What's the size bet to put in? That's the question.
I'm wondering why John Regis didn't raise on the turn, but
12,000.
he's gotten this to the end,
couldn't wait
and
to come in.
Leilani's going to call.
I'll be coming.
Oh, is she
Is
raising?
she raising? Oh, well, this is a hanging offence. But then, once again, should she know any different? He's panicking.
She's going for all his chips.
He's panicking.
Look at my stack.
Re-raise.
It won't work
Re-raise
twice.
to 24,000, 12 to call.
It can't work twice. You can't throw down trips twice.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's
You're telling me. Oh, cool.
Call.
It was a pretty amazing race from Leilani. I'm not, she's definitely put the fear in John Regis, but there's no way he's folding 3 10s. And
10, 11, 12.
it's hard to understand if we're watching sloppy poker here, Steve, or it's like nothing I've ever seen before.
There's been some interesting matchups of hands, you know. You can't say it's